Not too long, I switched to using Nixos as my daily driver operating system. Nixos is a peculiar Linux with many pros and a few cons. For someone like me who has been using Linux since 2015, that's close to a decade, I've used many Linux distros ranging from Ubuntu to Debian to Fedora to Kali Linux, which I use for cybersecurity research, and some few lesser known ones like AntiX, which I really love because it's super lightweight and can run on any hardware, and or even thin clients with 4 gig of RAM. In my journey of using this OS, one of the very few things I noticed was that regular or generic Linux packages won't run by default on it. This includes proprietary packages like Postman, Chrome, PIA, VPN, and many more. Although most of these popular applications has been repackaged in NixOS style, you get it, and made available to the public for easy use through the efforts of the Nix dev team and the community support. There are still some that are yet to be ported or perhaps need some workaround method to be applied before they can work. As a software engineer with years of experience with huge collection of useful tools over the years, trust me, it's inevitable that we have some tools that fall into this category. One of such cases that hit me hard was being unable to run Puppeteer library in Node.js because it uses Chromium under the hood for the orchestration. And because Puppeteer makes dynamic reference to Chromium to launch an instance. So this is not natively supported in NixOS, or perhaps not how NixOS is designed to work. Puppeteer is unable to start Chromium, and that's where the application crashed. I've researched a bit on how to get this working and found some help on Nix documentation about using BuildFS and some other techniques, which are good options, no doubt. But for me, the most convenient method to achieve this was to run a Linux subsystem on my NixOS. I know you must have heard about that term before. It's similar to WSL in Windows. In my case, I ran an Ubuntu Linux distro inside my NixOS. Yes, you heard me right. Because I've been using Ubuntu before and it's been working with Ubuntu before now, before I switched to NixOS. And this project has been working fine with no issue. It makes sense that I just run it inside my Ubuntu Linux and it works. I was able to run my Node.js project with Puppeteer and Chromium installed inside an Ubuntu distro inside my NixOS system. And that's it. So that's the workaround. And that's my most convenient way of doing things for now. Stay tuned. I will walk you through how I achieved that. The simple trick I used was to use a very awesome tool called Distrobox to launch an Ubuntu OS inside my NixOS, which then provided me an Ubuntu environment to run my Node.js, Puppeteer, and Chromium project. Very simple. Using container to run application isn't new, but hey, Distrobox has taken the game to a whole new other level with seamless integration with host machine. You can even run GUI application in an Ubuntu box and access it as if it was installed on your host machine, or even create a desktop shortcut to easily launch your Ubuntu box on the host system and many more. In case you are wondering what is Distrobox, you have come to the right place. I'm going to walk you through how to install Distrobox and how to use it to launch any distro, any Linux distro on your system and use them as if it's still the same operating system. For instance, I'm running NixOS on my system, so you can see NixOS 24 version. Now, and I have this application, this Node.js application on my system that I used to run. This is just a demo. This application is using Puppeteer. So if I try to run it on my system, on my NixOS system, right, like this, so it won't run. And the reason why it won't run is because it can't find, you can see it fails. It fails to launch Puppeteer. So if you're familiar with using Puppeteer, you know what this error means. So it's unable to launch Puppeteer. But then if I open a new, this, if I enter Ubuntu box, I've created an Ubuntu box. I'm still going to walk you through how to get into using Distrobox. So if I run the same application using an Ubuntu box, and that's why Distrobox is very great. So the application runs seamlessly. So once it's run, you can see I have one screenshot here. It should generate more. taking time because I'm doing a whole lot of things on my system. So you can see now, I just created another one. You can see, so which means the application is running now. But if I run it on my Nixos, it won't work. But if I the moment I switch to Ubuntu box, it works. To get started with using Distrobox, you need a container engine, for example, Podman, Docker, or Lilliput, as a dependency because Distrobox is a wrapper around the container engine. It's advisable to use Podman because it provides more security protection as it runs rootless by default. So to install Podman on an Ubuntu 24.04 system, you need to run the following command. You can consult the documentation for installing on other distros. Now it's time to install Distrobox. To install Distrobox on an Ubuntu 24.04, you need to execute the command. And now that the dependency and Distrobox has been installed, let's proceed to using Distrobox. To create a Ubuntu 24.04 Linux distro container OS, run the following command. To enter into one of the containers we have created, execute this command: Distrobox, enter Ubuntu. Okay, now that we have successfully created an Ubuntu container, let's go now to create a Fedora box using the Fedora image. So by executing this command, so then we can list it also. And now you see that we have both Ubuntu and Fedora installed. So now that we have an Ubuntu container running, so we can run command that pertains to Ubuntu. For example, apt. You can run sudo apt update to update the system, sudo apt upgrade to upgrade the system, and other commands that are specific to Ubuntu. We can run any application on this container, and we can also run GUI application on the Distrobox container. And the application UI will appear as if it was launched on the host machine. So let's do that. For example, let's install Genie editor inside the Ubuntu Distrobox and launch it. So with this command. So after that, then we start the application with Genie. So you can see, the application is launched, and I can type it and interact with it the same way I want to do with every other application on my host machine. You can even go a step further by creating a shortcut of this Genie application on my host machine so that I can easily launch it from my host machine. And this is how you do it. You run this command: Distrobox export dash dash app Genie. Then once you run this command will create a desktop container on the app launcher and on the host machine. And I can click on the app launcher on the host machine, and here it is. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section how else you are running your generic Linux app in Nixos and what's your experience using Distrobox. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and share to help others. If you don't like this video, hit the dislike button twice and tell me why in the comment section. All in love, subscribe, like, comment and share. Bye for now.